my speech last night that I'll get to my written remarks in 1 second. Okay, I don't know, they're gonna have to turn the volume up. I don't know if I can scream too much louder than this. Okay. I wrote some written remarks, but I want to go off script for just a second. And those of you that know me know I do it quite often. When I woke up this morning and heard that 2 Democratic lawmakers were targeted for assassination, it put shivers down my spine. As a mom, I had to talk to my 7-year-old to say, do not open the door, no matter who it is. That is the America that we are living in right now, and that can't continue any longer. "250 years ago, our founders declared no kings, no rulers by divine right, nobody is above the law. They risked everything for one idea: ordinary people can govern themselves." I'm not your average mayor. I came to this podium in combat boots and through a ballot box. Sleepless nights as a combat medic deployed in the middle of Iraq, and sleepless nights with my 2 children at home. I swore an oath to this country, and now I serve with that same level of dedication. Today we stand as Democrats and as Americans, and there are veterans in the United States Congress this week reclaiming patriotism. Showing love for our country means more than defending democracy and just waving a flag. We have to do what this is now, and we cannot let Republicans co-opt patriotism. This is something so many of us have fought for over 250 years. Democracy is not a spectator sport. Freedom is not a participation trophy. I've seen power unchecked. I've held the hands of those risking everything to vote in another country. I've watched the right. I will not watch the right trample who they think they are by deploying U.S. Marines into cities whenever he wants. What happened in Los Angeles isn't just immigration policy. It's a test. Are we a nation of laws, or are we ruled by one man's whims? For the first time in decades, a president deployed the National Guard without the governor and mayor's okay. The same National Guard who very likely gave you a vaccine, who fights wildfires, delivers food during flood. These are our neighbors. National Guard soldiers are our neighbors that serve part-time because they love this state. Then he sent 700 active duty Marines with no mission, and they arrested a U.S. veteran. Our soldiers are our neighbors that serve part-time because they love this state. Then he sent 700 active duty Marines with no mission, and they arrested a U.S. veteran yesterday. That should never happen in this country. This isn't law and order. This is lawlessness disguised as order. The Posse Comitatus Act exists for a reason. Our Constitution gave states and cities that authority for a reason. We built the trust with our police and our community. We're the ones that have to look at you in the face every single day. We're the ones that should be controlling our destiny. This is personal for me. My husband still wears the National Guard uniform to this day, and we must fiercely protect our state rights. Our kids' future depend on how we act right now. When they ask what I did when democracy was tested, I want to say that I stood with my neighbors and not on our watch. We want want a democracy that works for families, where everyone belongs, where housing is affordable, where kids walk to school safely, where veterans get the care that they deserve. In Beaverton, we've proven that government can work. We have built homeless shelters at no cost to our taxpayers. We're training childcare workers. We're making our streets safer so days like today you can actually walk down it and exercise your First Amendment rights. We do this not through tweets or executive orders, the old-fashioned way, through collaboration, compromise, and hard work. What we're doing today, we defend today not just our right to vote, but our right to be heard. Not just our right to protest, but the right to be protected. Not just the right to speak truth to power, but the right to hold power accountable. Some want a government to be about one person sending troops wherever he wants. I want our government to be about our governor and our mayors and our city council and you working within our Constitution. So when you leave here today, leave activated. Don't leave just angry. Don't leave uninformed. Figure out a way to get involved. Register to vote. Run for office. Show up at your city council. Volunteer for things that you believe in. It's something like democracy doesn't happen to you. It's something you do. 250 years ago, we said no kings. Today we say it again. No kings, no autocrats, no president is above the Constitution. This is our democracy. This is our moment. This is our fight. No kings, not now, not ever. Thank you, Beaverton. Let's get to work.
Thank you so much, Mayor Beaty.